Hello everyone, welcome to the new podcast. In this podcast, we have Mr. Mario Ernsto from California, United States of America. So, in this podcast, we're going to discuss about moreover related to about Mario, how he started his career, what is all his lifestyle in California, and moreover. So, before starting, let me introduce about Mario. Mario is one of the most prominent upholsterer in United States of America, California. He has also a YouTube channel where he teaches people about upholstery related work. So in one of the YouTube channel, he's having more than 327,000 more than subscribers. People knows him globally from different parts of the country because of his expertise in upholstery. He knows everything related to upholstery. So welcome Mario, how are you doing?
I am doing great, my friend. Thank you for asking me. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure for me to be here. And how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing excellent, Mario, as usual. So, Mario, today's about the agenda of this podcast. We're going to ask few of the questions. People knows you very well, but they want to know more about you because they know like you have a great expertise, but they want to know in person how you are, what kind of lifestyle you are living. Okay, so I think we are ready, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know a lot of people ask me how do I start doing this, doing upholstery, and why.
Yeah. So that is the same question from my side as well, Mario. So can you tell the people like how you have started your career? What exactly makes you think in upholstery business to start, and why you all started? It is something which comes in very early age of your career. So what makes you to start a upholstery related business? Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I start doing this, working on this trade, not because I wanted. It was because I had to. I was on my 7th grade. No, I was 7 years old, 2nd grade, and I was on the school. We were having a difficult time. My mom was having a hard time with us. I had 2 older sisters and 2 youngest brothers than me, and I hear my mom during the night complaining and sometimes crying because she don't have enough for feed us. She was short on money, and I hear that so many times on her. So I was the oldest brother, and I was thinking to quit the school at the beginning, and I didn't express my mom that I was going to quit the school. But I hear her a lot complaining and crying. So I decided to quit the school and start looking for work at my 7 years old. And somebody told me that on the upholstery place to go there. And yes, I went there and I asked for work. And the guy right there told me, you should be on the school. You should be on the school. And I say, no, I know, but I need to work. Okay, I'm going to give you a work. You're going to work here for 4 hours a day, but I want you to go to school. That was 2 weeks before vacation. And like that, I started working 4 hours a day. Then I begged the guy. I tell the guy, please give me a full time. I need money. I need to work. And the guy see me so desperate. You know, in a lot of countries, it's illegal for kids to work full time. Even for teenagers, it is illegal to go work full time. They only can work half time, 4 hours. On some country. So the guy gave me a full time, and I quit the school. It wasn't easier for me. Believe me, it wasn't easier for me. I remember my first check was like 50 cents a week. I know back then 50 cents compared to today is like a $5 or $6. 50 cents full time
for a week.
That was 50 cents.
My God.
And guess what I did with that money? Guess what I did with 50 cents?
What is it, money?
We were lacking with a lot of things in the house. I went to a small grocery store and I buy 1 pound of beans, 1 pound of rice, and 1 pound of salt. And I ran to my house. And I was so happy carrying those things. And first thing that I looked was for my mom, and I screamed, "My mom, 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 look what I buy!" And my mom looked at me, so sad, and she said, "You shouldn't buy this thing. You should buy your own thing. You should buy your clothes. You should buy your shoes, thing that you really need it. It is my job to provide you this thing." And I told her, "Don't worry, mom. I will buy this for you, and I will keep buying something for the house." 7 years old. And the thing is this. You know, when almost 8 years old, I had to walk 30 minutes from my house to that place. I didn't take the bus. The bus was too expensive for me, so I walked 30 minutes. Then I walk back. And when I come from work, I see all my friend, my former classmate, playing on the street, playing armor, playing hide and seek, and I came from work. That part is one of the biggest part of my life that I miss. I didn't play as a kid. I didn't. Why? Because I have some other priority. Work. Try to provide something for the house. I know it wasn't my job, it was my mom's job, but I seen her so desperate that the only thing that I can do is try to help her. When I reached 12 years old, I already was back on the school. I was on private school and I paid for my school, I paid for everything what I needed. 12 years old, I was making a lot of money right there. By that time, I already know a lot. Of course, we're never going to end learning this trade because always are new things to learn. But back then, that time, I know a lot. The boss right there assigned me a helper. Imagine, 12 years old, and I already have a helper, over 21 years old. That guy has to do what I say. I told him, "Can you remove this staple for me? Can you take him apart this seat for me?" 12 years old, and the guy do what I say.
I see.
I was on the school because I already was on the school. I paid for everything what I needed on the school, plus I helped my mom. The situation right there at my age, 12 years old, was so difficult for teenagers. We were on the middle of the Civil War, right there. So my dad was living on the United States, and I decided to leave everything in there and come with my dad to the United States. And right here I am. When I arrived to the United States, first thing that I was planning was look for work. 12 years old, and I told my dad, "Dad, I'm going to look for work." Say, "Are you crazy? Nobody's going to give you work right here. You are 12 years old." I want to work. "You have to go to the school. No matter what, you have to go to the school." To be honest, I never liked the school. Never liked it. School, never liked it. But I had to go to school. My dad bought me a dictionary, Spanish to English dictionary, and first thing that I looked was how to say tapicería. Tapicería means upholstery in English. And I got to
I see.
And I see, oh, tapicería in English is upholstery. Okay.
I see.
And my dad was driving the car, and I was on the passenger side, and I was reading all the sign on the street, looking for upholstery, looking for tapicería places, tapicería side. I didn't saw none of them on my neighbor. I saw one like 50 minutes away from my house, upholstery shop. So as soon as I was able to work, I asked for work, and they gave me work. At the first they asked me how old are you, and I told my age, and then they gave me work. I started working on furniture. When I started working on my country, I was working on car, furniture, and motorcycle seat on my country. All that before we
Mhm.
were on there. Back there, we don't do a convertible top and we don't do a
Mhm.
boat. But I
Mhm.
was working on furniture, car, and motorcycle seat. So I started working on the United States on furniture. Later,
Mhm.
one of the guys who was working on car interior, he quit, and
Mhm.
I asked the owner if I can work on car interior. He said, "Yeah, go work on the car interior area," and he moved me to there. And I stayed there working on
Mhm.
car interior, and later I decided to, for any reason, I decided to quit car interior and go to a big place. Uh,
Mhm.
I work on furniture, only classic furniture. For 7 years, I was working on that place, classic furniture, all that.
Mhm.
And then, like always, man, something happened. I was young back then, and I decided, no, you know what? I get bored doing furniture, and I'm going to move back on car. So I moved
Mhm.
back to work on car interior, and here I am working on car interior. But I know very good how to work on furniture. I know very good how to work on boat interior, motorcycle seat, convertible top. I know very good how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know everything because we are
But
learning
yeah,
something new every day, but I still there
exactly.
learning and learning and learning every day.
So that's a wonderful story you have tell me, Mario. Like, that's a really emotional story, I would say, and very wonderful story. Like, there are a lot of young kids who don't want to in their very early ages they don't like to go to school, but rather than wasting the time, and you are having lot of responsibility as well on your shoulder at that time, and you choose to start working at the age of 7. Oh my God. So moving to our next question, Mario. So my next question is all about like, uh, what are you going to recommend to teenagers, those who want to start their career in upholstery related sector? If they think like they can start their career in upholstery, what age they can start, or what exactly would you recommend to them how they can start, or any piece of advice to them?
If you are a teenager, first thing, first thing that I recommend you, listen to your mom and your dad. Listen to them. You have to go to school. Priority number one is go to school. Priority number two is go to school. Read it, learn it. If you are a teenager under 16 years old, you have to be on the school. When you have a vacation, if your mom or your dad or friend or then have a upholstery shop or any place that you can work, and your dad told you to go help him for a couple hours a day, 1 day a week, that is a sec to you. But if you are under 16, you should be on the school, listen to your mom and your dad 100%. If you are over 16 years old in the United States, you can work part-time. In a lot of parts of the
Yeah.
world, I know a lot of people from around the world watch my video. If you are, let's say, in Australia, Argentina, or Guatemala, Costa Rica, if you are on those countries, maybe you can work as a teenager, but
Yeah.
that is a sec to you. I know Africa, kids 6, 5, 7, 6 years old, they are working. Not because they want it,
Yeah.
because they has to.
Just because of the responsibility.
They has to.
Yeah.
Other way, they will die if they don't work. But if
Exactly.
you are
They don't
living
have
in one
anything
of those
else.
development countries,
Yeah.
your priority should be on the school. Priority should be on the
Yeah.
school.
So yeah, so that's a perfect piece of advice you have given, Mario. Like those, if if you have the responsibility, if you don't have any other choice, so I think you have to go to work. You don't have any other choice. And if you have a choice, so I think like as Mario mentioned, you all have to go to school. You all have to learn. You all have to learn the new technologies. You have to learn how the things are revolving around the world, so that you can expertise your knowledge in upholstery and take upholstery to the next level. So that's what Mario wants to suggest to all the teenagers who are listening this. video. So yeah, so that's a wonderful advice. Now my next question is all about uh, if you were not upholsterer Mario Ernesto, then what would you be?
Before to answer that question, uh, let me say something for those who barely turned into the 18 years old. If you done your
Yeah.
high school and you don't want to keep on the university or community college, you have to work, my friend. You have to help your mom and your dad. Uh, then young as you are, better opportunity you will have to catch that thing like this. No matter if it is upholstery, no matter if it is mechanic, but you will learn faster because you are in your 20. Compared to somebody who want to learn this trade that is on the 50 or on the 60, that doesn't mean they cannot learn. They will learn, but will be
Yeah.
the process to learn will be slow compared to you. So take advantage of your age. Take advantage. Don't waste your time. Later on, you might regret to not learn something. And to answer that question, if I was an upholstery, what I would be? That was the question.
Yeah, that's the question.
Oh my God, that would be like, maybe I would be a marine or navy. Or you know what?
Okay.
It sounds weird, but I like web development. I love it. I know a
Okay.
little bit of coding, code, the old school, not
Okay.
compared to today,
Yeah.
because today there are a lot of
Mhm.
language to develop a website.
I see. Yeah.
I remember my first website. I made it. Back then,
Yeah.
it looked so beautiful, but I see it right now because I had that code in there, and it is ugly, but I love it. Maybe a web developer, maybe a marine.
So that's something very good answer, Mario. Now, next question is all about what's the lifestyle of California? Like there are a lot of people in different parts of the world. They think California is all about a disc pub. There's a wonderful nightlife. So like, do you also go to enjoy nightlife? Do you also go most of the times? Do you also go to pub clubs and enjoy your nightlife? So how is it, a lifestyle of California? Can you tell us? Yeah.
Oh, California is not because I live in here, but California is the beautiful place in the world. That's what I see. Not because I live here, but
Yeah.
I say because that's how I feel. California is one of the expensive states to live in the United States. First is Hawaii, then is New York, and I think the third place is California. Right
Okay.
here, to live, you have to work. No matter what, you have to work. I know there are a lot of places that you can visit during the night and have fun, but all that is money. All that is money. That taxes right here, killing you. And but if you know how to manage, if you work and you know how to manage the money, you can have a good life. You can go to Disneyland, you can go to SeaWorld, you can go to Hollywood, all those places, visit it and have a good time, day or night, right here in California. Because a lot of people who I talk from outside the United States, they say, "Oh, but in California is a lot of fire, a lot of California is expected to have a big earthquake." We have been with that thing dealing from, but that doesn't
That doesn't
take us
impact.
to have fun.
Yeah, that doesn't impact the beauty of California. Yeah, even I thought like California has a lot of pubs, this, and people a lot of enjoy. How about you, Mario? So do you also go to pubs and clubs and enjoy nightlives, or like what's your lifestyle there? Like,
I used to go every weekend when I was young. Right now I am over 40, so I leave that to my kid. I leave that to my son and my daughter. They are the ones who are having fun on the nightclub. Of course, I go to eat once in a while. I go to dance. I go with my friend. I go with my family out, having a good time, because not everything is work. We work, but we have to have that balance. have fun,
Yeah.
and work. Sometimes
Yeah.
what I do for living is kind of slow, so I take that day off. I go. Uh, I am not fan of Disneyland anymore. Before I used to,
Okay. Yeah.
and Magic Mountain. I used to go
Okay.
to all those rides in there, but not anymore.
Yeah.
I go to Las Vegas. I go to other places outside California. But I try
Okay.
to have fun most what I can.
Okay. So you like the best state is all about California, or is there any other state in America you like the most?
Because I live here, I would say the best place to live is California. But I know there is Miami, there is New York, there is Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
there is a lot of beautiful places. There is Texas,
Yeah.
Alabama, and all of them have a special thing to visit it. All of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every state has their own specialization. Every state has their own beauty. So you live
Las
in
Vegas.
California, so you will say.
Yeah. Las Vegas is snowing because people don't sleep in there during the night.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
sleep in Las Vegas during the day, not during the night. That's
I see.
yeah.
That's the story of Las Vegas. Okay, so that's good. And now my next question is all about like Mario. So like, how much do you know about Indians? So like, have you ever met Indians before? And I think you met me already. We have been a friend from last 4 5 years. And apart from that, what's your perception about Indian? And do you know Indian? Like, have you ever met Indians?
I used to play soccer a long time ago, and on my
Okay.
team were like uh, three Hispanic and like four people from Indian, and the rest was white and black people. And
Yeah.
pretty cool, man. Pretty cool learning a different culture and things like that. And plus, I have a neighbor. I have a lot of
I
neighbors
see.
from Indian. Yeah, I don't know what they celebrate during the first quarter of the year. And I was going to ask you that question. What do they
So
celebrate?
it is something related to the colors, or it's something related to the firecrackers. What is that?
To the color.
I see. So that's what we call the Mario Holi. So Holi is one of the is one of the biggest festival in Indians. So it's a holiday for all of us in India, and they just used to spread the color on each and everyone just because to show the love and peace. So that's a big story behind that. I mean, it's a wonderful story, and Indians enjoy the color of festival. So maybe when you get a time, so when you come to India, I'm definitely going to tell you the history of why we play the color of this festival. But that's a wonderful festival. So what is the best thing you find about Indians? So like, what exactly you think? Okay, they are the Indians. So what exactly the best thing you find? Like you met with different Indians. What is the best thing you think about them?
Oh, how can I say? If you are trying to replace the tire of your car,
Mm-hmm.
and there is my neighbor who is Indian, he always say, "Hey, I will help you." They are humble.
Nice.
They are humble.
Yeah.
I will help you, even if I don't need help. But he go there and offer me help. I
Yeah.
noticed that quality from them.
Yeah, that's something you have described very well, Mario. So I think we are good today. Is there any other thing, Mario, you want to say to the audience, to the people who are listening out this podcast? Maybe any kind of advice, maybe anything you want to say to them?
There are a lot of things that I would like to say, but for those who really love upholstery and
Yeah.
you are planning to learn this trade, remember, nothing is easy. If you go with a negative mentality, will be harder for you. Harder for you. No matter how easy it is, the thing that you're going to learn, but if you go with a negative mentality, there is a big chance that you're not going to learn. When you want to learn something, you have to say, "I will learn it," and pay attention to whoever is teaching you, male or can be a female who is teaching you. No matter who is teaching you, listen to them and practicing what are they teaching you. Today we have a big opportunity. big opportunity. We had that technology. We had that social media. When I was learning, not YouTube to watch video, not Amazon to buy an ebook and read about it. Nothing like that. If you want to learn something, you have to take the bus or walk to a special place to teach you how to do it. Today, take advantage of YouTube, take advantage of ebook or book to read about whatever you want to learn. It is so simple today to learn.
So that's really fantastic, Mario and Ernsto, and it's a pleasure for me. You have given me a chance to have a podcast with you. I'm so happy today, and I would like to say everyone, like, I know Mario from last 3, 4, 5 years, and we have been friends since then. I know he's one of the most hardworking person. He's one of the most gentle. He's one of the most humble person. He always, whenever I spoke to him, I know like what kind of person he is. And so guys, everyone knows him globally as well, like just because of his expertise in the upholstery sector. He is having a great knowledge. So if you want to learn, if you want having any other question, if you want to learn more about him, so he's also having a website as well. We're going to put the link their website. Also, you can subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's having two YouTube channel. One is in Spanish, one is in English. So whatever the language you want to learn, you can subscribe that. You can learn from them. And if you have any query related to upholstery related things, so you can directly mail to Mario. So we're going to put that email ID as well. So as it mentions, so you all have to take advantage of the technology, because now we are living in a digital era. We have YouTube, we have everything. So just go grab the opportunity and make something better. So I think now I'm concluding the video. Guys, have a wonderful day. Stay smart, stay wonderful.